So, I'm going to give you guys a true confession standing right here, right now. This time of year is very, very, very difficult on me because by and large, I am seen as Devorah Date Tree so aptly mispronounced my village name from Perea to Pariah. That's how I'm seen in the muckety mucks of the calendar world. Those who were here before me. And so I'm standing here right now in my sad little wheat that the wind blew down because it was getting very tall with that last rain we had. After having fussed with the Father all morning long. Have I missed it? Am I off course? Do I not know how to read the signs on the land? Am I blind? All of these things. Correct me, Father, correct me, Father, correct me. So I get in my little car and I run a few errands this morning and I come back and I walk over here and I look at the wheat coming out of the boot. Beloved, please trust me when I say go to Exodus 31 and 32 and understand that when the barley is Aviv, the wheat is not out of the boot. Period. If the flax on the land works in concert with the barley on the land, then the wheat on the land works in concert with the barley on the land. What I'm saying very plainly to you is, I feel the Father propping me up again because we did indeed have flax at the time of our barley first fruits. And now at the time of the other groups, plural, first month, we have wheat coming out of the boot. Wheat. It doesn't work when you go to Exodus 9:31 and 32. It simply doesn't work. There should be zero of this ancient grain that I planted in the 7th month according to the calendar we kept last year. There should be zero of this grain seen at this point. And yet, even my poor knocked over wheat that was knocked over from the wind is in the process of coming out of the boot. It's out of the boot. In some cases, it's already beginning to pick up the black color. It's all down in through here, out of the boot, out of the boot, out of the boot, coming out of the boot. This is not a first month event. It's not. It's not even biblically correct for the wheat to be this far advanced if we're only in the first month. Again, forgive me that I get down. Forgive me that I run to the Father and beg Him for more proof because, the calendar world is a small group of people and that unfortunate news travels very quickly. But I can look all out in here and even in the stalks that have been blown down in the wind, I can see so much wheat, either out of the boot or just the few that are left coming out of the boot. And that is not a first biblical month event. So, onward, forward, no more looking back. only looking to the 7 species and their timing on the land. Exodus 9:31 and 32. Those both happened inside of the first biblical month. So we've been left a clearer trail than we normally recognize. And even though the walk is hard, even though our numbers are few, I will keep sharing the patterns on the land that prove the timing of the biblical calendar as long as there's breath in my body. Have a good week, everybody. Maybe tomorrow I'll take you around and show you the locations that all the wild barley all the wild wheat is coming out. I just didn't have time yet, but it is coming out in more than just my piece of property. You can see it in 2 other locations. And I'm going someplace today, and I may find it in a 3rd location. I'm praying that I find multiple locations to check the wild wheat by, because the more locations I can see it in, the more the mouths have to be quiet that come against the things that I do here in Israel for my Elohim.